Hormone needle movers shared with you today, day 7 countdown until the Hormone Bliss Challenge begins. Are you signed up yet? If not, go to the link tree on my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube, and sign up now. Be there or be square. We're going to have so much fun achieving hormone bliss. Even Apollo wants to come. He just jumped up to here. So you can join us by clicking the link. But I wanted to share with you my top 3 hormone needle movers. Well, first, I want to know, can anyone guess what they are? I see eyeballs over here, here. I see all kind of eyeballs. Give me a shout out. Let me know who's here. Are you guys feeling that Cancer full moon getting ready to roll in Eastern time in about 2 hours? Oh my gosh, I am feeling it. Cancer is my sun sign, and I am feeling this full moon something powerfully. So just wanted to give a shout out in case y'all are feeling a little intense this Monday. That's probably why. Top 3 hormone needle movers. If you've been watching me for a while, following me, you probably heard my podcast on the hormone prescription with Dr. Kieran. We have new episodes every Tuesday, wherever you find your podcast. You probably can tell me what my top 3 hormone needle movers are, can't you? So I see eyeballs. I see a bunch of eyeballs on both places. I want you guys to let me know. Post in the comments, post in the chat. Now, if you're going on YouTube or Facebook, you're going to have to register with StreamYard if you want your name to show up, but you can post. So post and let me know. What do you think Dr. Kieran's top 3 hormone needle movers are? Have you been listening? What is it? If you say it's a prescription, you would be wrong. That would not be number 1. All right, let's get into it. So, what would number 1 be? Well, it would be what you eat. I know you get tired of me all the time harping on what you put in your mouth, but the truth is there's no bigger input into your overall health and your hormone balance than what you put in your mouth. So think about it. Your body is kind of this discrete physical compartment, right? And your skin is what bounds your body and interfaces with the external environment. So what has the power to do anything to our health, right? We have to take it in through our mouth and swallow it, or we've got to breathe it in, or we've got to put it on our skin. Those are pretty much the only ways that things get into our body besides through energy. So what do I mean? We can look at things and we can hear things, and certain types of energy will come in that way. And also there is the etheric or kind of EMF frequencies that can come in our body. So those are the only things that can affect us. And what do you do more frequently in a day than any other activity that really comes into you is you eat. So you consume food, you take the external environment and you put it in your mouth. And that has the biggest influence on your health and your hormones than anything else. So that needle mover is number 1, and join me in the challenge because I will be telling you exactly what to do to change your diet so that you can start balancing your hormones. And then what is number 2? Another factor that affects our physical body is our lifestyle and the amount of stress that we encounter, the stress that we deal with. How many of you have stress right about now? Anybody give me a shout out? I see eyeballs, and let me know who's got stress, right? So mitigating the effect of stress on your body. So I always say with stress, there are only a few choices you have when life events are so-called stressful. You can get rid of that event, person, place, or thing, whatever it is. You can change that person, place, or thing, try to change it. Or you can change how you feel about it or how you think about it. And that's really the only thing that you have control over in any circumstance. Elie Wiesel, Man's Search for Meaning, talked about how the last kind of sovereign right that you have in any given situation that's stressful is to keep your perceptions, right? You have the ability to decide how you will think about and feel about any event. That is your sovereign domain. You don't necessarily have the right or ability to change other people, but you can change how you feel or think about a situation. So with stress, looking at, can I get rid of it? Can I change it? Or can I change how I think about it? And a great example I like to use is I had a patient once whose mother was in assisted living. She was very ill. Actually, she hadn't gone to assisted living yet. She was staying at home. They were trying to keep her from going to assisted living. How many of you have a family situation like that, or you have loved ones like in that situation? I do. It's very stressful. And she was a working mom full time, right? And trying to take care of her mom to keep her from having to go into assisted living. And it was so stressful on her. And so this is why she said she came back for her visit and she wasn't following the eating plan and she was eating fast food all the time. And we kind of had this discussion, well, what's going on? And so her reasoning was, well, I have to take care of my mom. It's too much. And so I just eat what's convenient. And she really had this attitude of feeling burdened by it. And she said, my siblings don't help. And just really a negative attitude. And it was causing her a lot of stress, is my point. And so after we dialogued about it and talked about it, she couldn't necessarily change the situation, although she could have chosen to put her parent in assisted living, but she really didn't want to. So what she had to admit was it was her choice to keep her mom home because that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to give to her mother like her mother had given to her, and that she could reframe the stress. So she could look at it as a gift that I'm giving my mother before she leaves this earth, rather than this is a burden and an extra thing on my plate that I have to deal with, and kind of the martyr attitude of it's poor me. And so just that reframing really changed it for her, how she felt about it. So when she talked about it, she came from a place of empowerment, which was changing the way she felt about it, which changed her stress level. So number one, what you put in your mouth, your food, impacts your hormones. Number two, your stress. Can you get rid of it? Can you change it? Can you change how you feel about it or think about it? And what's number three? It's got to be gut health. So what are some simple things that you can do with your gut? Make sure you poop every day. And what is one of the biggest things you can do to make sure you poop every day? I know it's super simple and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Dr. Kieran, that's so simple, but it's so true. Chew your food. I know your mother told me to do this for years. Chew your food. We do not chew our food. Most of us chew minimally less than 10 times in America. You need to be chewing your food at least 30 times until it's a liquid. If you don't do your job here, your stomach can't do its job, your intestines can't do their job, and you don't digest your food. That adds to your stress level, by the way, which we'll talk about in the challenge. And if you haven't signed up, go in the link tree wherever you're watching me now and click to find out more and sign up. But you got to chew your food and make sure you're pooping every day. If you're not pooping every day, that is not healthy. We will talk more about that in the challenge. I hope you'll join me. We've got 12 days. It is super fun. We did it recently. And it was just fun. And the thing is, getting healthy doesn't have to be a chore. It doesn't have to be another thing that you check off your to-do list. In fact, if it is, you're not doing it right, or you're not doing it with the right people. It really should be fun to discover this beautiful, intricate machinery and what you didn't even know that you didn't know about it. So many ahas during the Hormone Bliss Challenge. People like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. I live for those moments. I live for you to kind of go, what? I had no idea. Yep, when it comes to your hormones, because you just don't even know what you don't know. So it's a super fun challenge that will really give you the information, knowledge, tools, and support that you need to have the impact to get where you want to be in 2022. 2022 is the year of you. Hopefully you'll start with these top 3 tips for balancing your hormones that I've shared with you today. And you'll join me for the Hormone Bliss Challenge. The link is in the link tree wherever you're watching me now. I hope to see you there for fun and mostly to help get you a jump start so that you can make 2022 the year of you. It only happens when your health is where you want it to be. Then you can do all the other things that having great health allows you to do. So I hope you will join me there. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's see what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I got to look on my paper because I made a whole schedule. Hopefully the Cancer full moon will be super easy on you. Oh, I didn't even get to talk about the greatest failure with my hormones, mistakes that I've made that I hope you don't make. That is super fun. You can laugh at me at my expense. I don't care. So we will be talking about that tomorrow. Amy's there. Hey, Amy. She says all your programs are super fun. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.